Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. I am here to discuss the latest season of The Circle. Y'all know I love The Circle. I really do feel like Netflix is really hitting when it comes to competition reality shows. Like they really come up with some good ideas. Netflix and Peacock, those two, they're doing really good. So we're on season 6 of The Circle. Now, before you all even get to I want you to comment, but chatting, this is a pre-recording. I'm pre-recording all of my videos today for the number one reason is I can't talk too long. I have to get my point across, and I hope you all understand. I'm having a procedure tomorrow. It's very minor, but I have to be quick, so I can't get to talking like how I love for us to get to talking. I do love a good hour-long live and having a great time with y'all, but my goal today is to be straight to the point. Please get in the comments on the rewatch and let me know what you think. And going forward, I will try to have these as a live, but I have to pre-record today. Okay, the upcoming season of The Circle, as you can see, I'm sorry that the title is a spoiler, but it ain't spoiled too much. I ain't spoiled too much. But as you can see, I'm kind of irritated with the first 4 episodes. Like, I was really here for it. I was into the characters they had this season as a cast. We all know that they have Max, who is an AI robot. Look, science ain't my subject. I don't know anything about AI. In my mind, I'm like, somebody is back there on the keyboard typing. But they said that it's not. They say that the AI is created to come back with these responses, but it sounds like production in the background to me. But anyway, I'm even enjoying the AI because when I first saw that, I was like, I guess. But I'm enjoying Max. I'm enjoying him being the only person. I mean, please understand. I'm talking about the episodes. So I hope y'all watched the first 4 episodes. But it's crazy to me that everybody thinks everybody is the AI, but the actual AI. Like he has the very last, maybe 30 minutes of the last episode, the person who was the head of the household or whatever, whatever we call it over here on The Circle, they got a twinge of a like, I don't know about Max, but for the most part, Max is doing the damn thing. Real quick, this season of The Circle, I like how it's fast paced, but it's not. Like, nobody went home in these 4 episodes. As you know, the last episode is a cliffhanger. So somebody does go home. We just don't know who. The last episode is a cliffhanger, but I'm like, y'all could have gave me maybe 2 good episodes of getting to know everybody. Then somebody could have left. Then you could have brought on some new people, and 2 people could have went home for me in these first 4 episodes. Because now I feel like it's going to happen rapid fire. Like every other episode, somebody got to get up out of there, which I might enjoy the next few episodes even better. But it seemed like out the gate, they've been playing games. Did they start with a rap battle? I don't think they start. I think they started with a get to know you challenge where it was really pretty much, if you ever have one of those job interviews and it don't matter how honest you want to be, pick the politically correct answer. Like, would you ever break up with anybody over text? In your heart, you might, but you need to always say in a group setting, no, because people are going to say, okay, you're cutthroat. Another one was, y'all know I ain't taking no notes. Another one was kind of like, if your best friend, you found out your best friend was cheating, would you snitch on them? And of course, I think off the bat, most people like, that's my best friend. I ain't saying nothing. Like, they better figure it out. And some people was like, yeah, I don't want to be caught up in no mess, so I'm telling. And it's one person, Miles. Miles is that one person who is always on the other side of the vote. I'm telling y'all, when you get those job interviews and they ask you questions like that, always pick the politically correct answer. Don't ever be in your heart. You know, those questions like if you saw your coworker take $5 out the register, would you say anything? You're supposed to say yes. I'm reporting that to the supervisor. If you say no, it's gonna let them think, okay, they still in the $5, and next time you might put your hand in the register. Like, you just got to know how to answer those questions. That's how the game started off. And then we got into a rap battle. Then we got into a comedy fest. We had alerts where they were ranking people. It really quickly turned into boys versus girls because the house is lopsided. There's 5 girls and 4 boys, and I think it started with 4 girls and 3 boys. And of course, there's some catfish in there. And I'm going to pull up the pictures and we're going to go over the cast, give you my first 2 cents of the cast, and then we're going to end this. And hopefully by next week, we'll get into some more strategy of the game. Now, the girls, I think, just genuinely liked each other and kind of, I don't even know if they created an alliance. I think I've noticed this season, there's a lot more private chats. They're letting them talk to each other more. In other seasons, I believe they said they only get so many private chats a day, so many messages, like they kind of limit. And I kind of feel like this season they're letting them talk even more, which I like. I like to see them communicate. I personally don't care what they do in them apartments by themselves. That's not fun. All them little parties and them dancing around by themselves, it's not fun. I like when they play the games and get into the chats. And I like when they talk strategy. And off the bat, they were talking strategy. After that first alert, nobody went home. They brought in 2 new people. The 2 influencers of the circle got to decide on 2 new people to come into the house. Cool. I wasn't even mad at that, but somebody still could have went home. It's too much going on. Somebody needs to get up and out the circle. After the first rankings, I think the men saw how it went down and was like, we need to bro code, whatever they called it. But then they quickly end up turning on each other. And they say ladies can't work together. They say a female alliance will never work. These men's, that bro code lasted, I don't even think it lasted 1 episode. They was already in the chat talking about each other. They're already throwing shade, which is entertaining for me. Like, there's beef between Steffi and Paul. Entertaining for me. But if I ever go on the circle, I'm not going to throw shade because it's always the first 2 people that beef. They want to just get them up and out. It's too much drama in the circle. Get on up and out the circle. And it creates a target because now somebody calling you out. Now we got to investigate. But let's get into the cast. Like I said, for the most part, I really am, I'm down for the first 2 episodes, first 4 episodes. I'm just not down for nobody going home. I need somebody to get up and out this circle. Okay, I'm going from this article from radiotimes.com. We're going to look at the cast of Circle Season 6, and these are just my 2 cents on what I think about the cast members so far. Max is the AI robot. The robot is playing a veterinarian from the Midwest. To me, Max is really funny in the circle chat. Max is always coming up with cute hashtags because it's all about the hashtags. He could be a little bit shady. He's very straightforward to the point. And when I think of the veterinarian who's someone who's always around animals, I would think of someone who might be a little bit more socially awkward. Now, mind you, I don't know no veterinarians. All I know is the vet I take Luca Angelo to. But so I don't know. This is a prejudgment. I'm prejudging. I would just prejudge somebody who spent all their times around the cows and the dogs and all of that to not really be a people person in the chat the way that he is. And I would be like, Max has to be AI because he's just too funny to be around animals all day. But hey, what do I know? Up next, we have Kyle. Kyle is a cutie, 31 years old, from Miami. He's a professional basketball player, and of course, he's playing himself. Kyle also has his dog. I would think Kyle and Max would That's Luca Angelo. Would kind of relate because he's a dog person that he brought his dog to the circle. I would love to bring Luca Angelo to the circle. Like if I played and I could at least have him there with me. And it's kind of, you have to be a dog person to understand leaving them behind. You just really want to be around him. Like, I'm one of them dog people where Luca Angelo, he sleeps at the foot of my bed and he wraps up in that little circle at my feet. And it's just so comforting to me, as I'm sure it is comforting to the puppy. But I'm going way off track thinking about the dog. He's a dog person. His dog is in the circle with him. But I wouldn't want to be cleaning up after my dog. Like, imagine he had to put puppy pads down because you can't just up and leave the house every time the dog has to use the bathroom, unless maybe they have a dog walker for him. I don't know. I think it'd be too messy to be cleaning up after the dog. And my dog is bad. That circle house will be towed up if I let Luca Angelo in there. He is about to chew up everything, knock over everything. But anyway, Angie, get back to Kyle. Kyle is playing single, but he's actually married. For the most part, I think Kyle is playing a really good game. He's one of the ones that wants to link up with the bros. I think where Kyle is lacking, because he is married and it's kind of hard to blur the line sometimes, though. I can't even remember their names. Oh, was it Delisa and her husband, Trevor? I forgot their names in real life, but I think it was Trevor. Or did she make Trevor up? I don't recall. They played a really good job being a married couple and able to flirt and navigate through the circle. So I kind of hope, Paul, I feel like you coming out here, like, I agree, you got all the muscles, you're not showing them off. You got this flirtatious, just engaging smile and personality, but you're not really putting it out there with the ladies. Like the way Miles is in all the ladies super chats, and I really feel like that's how Miles worked his way back up, is he got in there with QT and then he kind of is cool with all the ladies. Kyle should be doing that, but I think it's harder for him because he is married. And maybe, I don't know, Kyle, maybe you should have came in, if you weren't gonna flirt and put the muscles to work, you should have came in as married and just let everybody know, and then be everybody homegirl, because everybody needs a good home, just somebody run it by, and they don't feel like, okay, he married, he don't want nothing from me, so I could talk to him. And maybe you should have just came in as married. I don't know. But moving on from Kyle, Cassie is 39, from Kentucky, mother of two. She's playing herself. As soon as I saw the blonde hair and I just heard that country accent, that really deep twang, I said, oh, girl from Big Brother on the show. She sounds just like, is it Jordan from Big Brother? It's the blonde hair and that accent. I was like, oh, they got Big Brother on the show. I was in, but then I was like, but that ain't Jordan. I don't like, Les Cassie, because I ain't no huge Jordan fan, but that's just immediately where my brain went. But I like her. In a way, I kind of see why Kyle is single, because she came in married, 2 kids. I'm the mama of this show, girl, and you only 29, but she acting like she my age. And I don't even have to go to bed like that. She's like, oh, I gotta go to bed. Oh, I'm tired. I'm like, girl, maybe you should have came in. I see why Kyle did it, because Cassie isn't getting as many friendships as I think that she should have, especially having that big personality that she has. But moving on from Cassie, I like her. Up next is Brandon. Brandon is playing Olivia. He's 34. He is a nurse, a nursing assistant, and he's playing his friend Olivia. He describes himself as an adult Cabbage Patch Kid. And he plans on flirting his way through the game as Olivia. And I agree. I don't understand why people haven't picked out that Brandon is a catfish. We have heard from a few people, Miles being one of them, they don't care about catching catfish anymore. I don't think this show is about catching catfish. It's about like how it used to be, how like you could be in an alliance with somebody, but if you thought there was a catfish, they had to go. I think now people really just care about numbers. And this is a numbers game. Like, they can be a catfish all they want to, but you voting for me to be number one or not. So I think Brandon's issue is he's not relatable as Olivia. Like, Olivia is supposed to be a bad bitch. Let's just call it. She's supposed to be a baddie. She's tall, blonde, beautiful, skinny, model-esque. Like, Olivia has it going on, but Brandon has absolutely no personality for Olivia. And like, I I don't think Brandon's gonna last that long, especially if his closest friend is Steffi and everybody thinks Steffi is the AI. I don't know how long Brandon lasts. I feel like they're gonna come after you next if they pick up the wrong AI. Up next is Corey Tyler. I love the way you spell your name. I would have never got Corey out of Quori, but I love it. Be creative. Mama, be creative. Let me drink a little bit of water. When Corey came in, I think she came into the show with this outfit on. You can't see the whole thing, but it's like some wide leg, beaded, like crystallized denim jeans. I was like, Corey, you better walk into the into the circle and be stylish. Corey is 26 from LA. She's a former NBA dancer. She's playing herself. And she says she is a secret super fan who's watched every single episode multiple times. Now, that's one thing about me in the circle. I don't have to watch it again. Like, it's not one of them shows where it's like, ooh, let me turn the circle back on. Like, I'll watch every season. And I did watch that one season of Brazil with the subtitles. Like, because if it's good, I'll read the little subtitles. And that season of Brazil was really good. But I don't have to watch it again. But that's just me. I like Corey. She came in with a huge bubbly personality. She came in and I really felt like got the circle moving. Corey linked up with Miles. And I don't have a problem with that. But I feel like Corey is gonna be the one to okay all the black people going home. And I'm gonna be like, Corey girl, can we keep a couple of the black people on the show? Because some of the black people are in trouble. Kyle, Paul is all the way in trouble, but I ain't even mad at Paul. He's not playing it correctly, but I like Corey. Like, if I ever did the circle, I have to be myself because you can only be fake for so long. But I like her. I like her bubbly personality. This little bit of circle romance with Miles, I don't like it all because I feel like he's using you. Up next is Lauren. Now, Lauren, like Max, I would have prejudged. Lauren is a beautiful woman. She's playing herself, 26 from Philadelphia, but she's one of them gamers. And when I think of gamers, I also think of socially awkward people because people who do gaming as a career, they spend all day, every day. And she says she games on the computer, just like they just game. Yeah, they interact with people on them little headphones or whatever, but they be interacting about a game. And I guess the circle is a game. I just didn't expect Lauren to have this much personality that wasn't nerdy in the gaming world. I don't know. That's me judging people. I don't really know too many gamers. And the few people that I do know that's really into video games is like my son, and he only played at Madden, basketball, or football. So I don't know nothing about the computer games. And that Fortnite stuff them kids be caught up in. I don't know nothing about that. But I would have thought she's too, like, Lauren is too in control of the game to be a gamer. I would have thought she would be more shy. Like, I would have thought Lauren would act more like Olivia and Olivia act more like Lauren. Like, to me, their personalities are flip-flopped. But I really like Lauren. I really, really do. And she's gorgeous. Up next is Caress. I feel like Caress could have played herself. Caress is 37, Dallas, a motivational speaker. She's playing her younger brother, Paul, who is 11 years younger than her. So Paul is 26. She's hoping to harness her sibling's social media influence. Who has over three? Oh, he has over 300,000. What? Oh, everyone is catfishing online, so why not me? I think the only thing with Caress is she's not playing male. She's not playing a man. Like when her and Steffi get to reading each other, it definitely comes back very feminine, very petty. Most men, most men, when it come down to drama, and it could just be the men that I don't know all men. If they're not petty natured, they usually let be like, all right, you got it. But Caress, who is playing Paul, she gets down and dirty with Stephanie, and it comes back. It's very. I don't. Her to me, her chats don't read mail, and I think she had a little flirt session with Corey. They call her QT. I think Corey is the one who's seeing right through it. Like, I feel like I'm talking to a girl. Like, so I don't know. Paul is in a lot of trouble. Like I said, Paul and Steffi have a lot of beef in them circle chats. So it's hard to be the first one with beef. It's hard to be the first one with beef. Though I will say this, I don't blame Paul because I feel like Steffi started it, but he definitely won't let it go. Up next is Miles, another person, 29, LA, AI engineer. He's playing himself. Miles, as soon as I would have saw AI engineer, I would have thought another nerdy profession. You have to stop prejudging people by what they do. Because he doesn't look like he looks like them LA boys in the clubs. Like he say, he like to get lit. He like to pull all the ladies. Miles is playing himself, and I think him playing himself is helping because he could be a douche. Like he came in being a douchebag. Yeah, I'm gonna break up with you over text. Yeah, I'm gonna snitch if you cheating. Like all of those personality questions, he was always the lone man out. Always the one doing the F boy answers. But look at him. By the end of episode 4, he the influencer, the single influencer. And I think sometimes like Kai, I'm telling you, should have played yourself. I mean, you should have just came in married because I feel like you trying to hide your marriage is hindering you from being yourself. Where Miles, he's himself and everybody is flocking to it. And in a way, I like it. I just feel like he about to vote out all the black people, but I don't know yet. I ain't gonna put that on him yet. I gotta see Wednesday, tomorrow, what he does. But tomorrow is my procedure day, so I probably won't watch it on time. Steffi last. Oh, I'm getting to some people I ain't met yet. Steffi, 35, California. She's a psychic, always talking about that astrology stuff. Everyone thinks Steffi is the AI because everything she talks about is the horoscope, what she's saying, where your moon is rising, what your stars are settling in, all of that. Steffi throws it out there, and everybody doesn't believe in all of that. Some people think it's weird, some people think it's witchcraft. And I'm not saying don't be yourself, but I feel like you threw too much of it out. Like she had a whole yoga party where she started giving people their horoscopes and futures and all of that. And I just was like, girl, that's too much. You don't even know if these people are into that. And so, I mean, she did put herself out there. Look, I don't dislike Steffi. I don't like how Steffi keeps coming for Paul when Paul is just in his apartment minding his business, doing his best catfishing. Steffi is always coming for Paul, but at least they making it interesting. Ooh, and it looked like next week is when they do the portraits, and them portraits, they all of them look shady. It looks like we're gonna get an Autumn, a Jordan. They playing themselves. Where's some more catfish? Is that all we getting? I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed by any of the new people. I kind of see why y'all ain't eliminating nobody. Keep the people with the personalities, but we're gonna get a new people a chance when we see them, if they can eliminate some people so we can see them. But anyway, y'all, that's my review on The Circle. Please get in the comments. Let me know what you think about the first 4 episodes. I'm enjoying it right now. I'm going to enjoy it even more when some people get to packing their bags. But until then, we will talk about it the next set of episodes next week or maybe later this week. Don't hold me to it. Um, y'all have a good night. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Have a good one, y'all. Bye.